When friends' weddings turned into a magical event, it gave me the excuse I needed to make a cloak. In this case, I'm going to use Mood's Begonia jacket as my basis because it's got a great neckline and sleeves. That pattern looks easy enough, doesn't it? If you're fabric shopping online and you find what you think is the perfect fabric at a store, just get it. It is so disappointing to find a fabric that you're head over heels in love with, like don't even have a sample of, and then find out that they're out of stock. So this is the fabric that I was looking for. I love it. It's gone. Moving on to the next thing, I guess. Oh, hey, Wolf. Oh, hello. Okay, how do I feel about this? It's blue and black based. I went a little fabric shopping crazy again. Oops. So I first started with finding this stuff. I love it. It's kind of a shiny black background in all these little designs. Kind of velvety. And they're really pretty, and I thought it would make a really pretty coat. So I found this, and I didn't have enough time in the store to find lining for it, because it's going to need its pretty nappy. So I went to a store this morning to find a lining fabric, and then oops. I got something completely different and decided to go a completely different direction. Oh, this stuff. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like shiny and really great texture, and it is definitely home decor fabric, which means it's gonna be heavier, but it's reversible, and I can't even decide which side I like more. I'm gonna just have to stare at it and figure it out, but oops. It's a pain, but thread marking is your friend. So the good news is I figured out the pockets. I made them a little bit bigger, which is good, but these instructions are not fun. I really wish they had written instructions. So I found the fabric. I found a few things for fabric for the Begonia jacket from Mood Patterns, which is a free pattern. So I don't know if I'm just new to downloadable patterns and I should just know how it goes together, but okay. When you download a Mood pattern, there's no instructions. You have to look at their blog and hope that someone in their blog actually gives the instructions. So if you're a new sewer, I don't recommend Mood patterns. I'm not a new sewer and I got a little bit confused. And the good news is I found someone who did a blog, so I wrote out their pattern instructions. And thank you to the person who did it. There's a couple of parts that I goofed up on already. So I went ahead and actually put on the pockets to the fashion fabric because it made me feel good to do a part that I actually had an idea what the heck I was doing. Okay, in the instructions, they say to go ahead and sew the collar piece together first. I have to fix it because my matching was a little bit off. Okay, so in the blog post that I read, you're supposed to actually put the collar pieces together first, which fortunately I have here, and it got a little bit confusing because I'm like, but there's two collar pieces and they're both out of the fashion fabric. What do I do? Duh, the lining isn't part of the collar. The collar is all the fashion fabric. Oh my god, did I feel dumb. This is one of the first times I've done a very repeatable pattern. So there are parts that where the matching is 100% spot on, and then I noticed right here it's a little off. I don't know if the lack of pattern matching is going to be something that annoys me later, but as I'm frequently annoyed with anything I make anyway, what's the difference? I wasn't entirely sure I was putting the collar on right, so I actually put it on with a very long basting type stitch, and then I made sure it was actually sitting right, and now I get to do the fun part. I actually do mean this, no sarcasm. I'm actually able to sew up the side around the pocket and all the way down, closing the pieces together, and then I'll actually be able to put it on and see how it goes. Look at the big pocket. My phone fits in there, yay! Something is funky with the tension on my machine. See these extra loops? They're not great. I don't know why it's doing that. I've completely taken my machine apart, cleaned it, checked the tension on the top and the bottom. I don't know what I messed up. I hope it's not an expensive fix. I've taken it to repair. That was slightly terrifying. Loaner machine. Okay, well, it's not a problem that it's missing the needle. The problem is it's missing the screw to hold the needle. And I don't have one that works. Is it always supposed to be this hard? So for now, I'm going to hand stitch a line around the pocket, just in case. This might actually be strong enough, I'm not sure. And then I'll finish the edges. Fortunately, my serger, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. So I'm gonna try this machine now. Yeah, I just went and got it. And worst case scenario, I at least have a machine to teach people on. I miss my machine. Sleeves. the dog's crying also represents how I feel about doing sleeves. I started by putting the sleeves in the lining, just so I had an idea of how bad it was going to be, and all in all, I think it actually went pretty good. I am going to say I'm a huge fan of thread marking on both sides, being able to match that up and know that it's supposed to be there. There was a nice match at the top here and at the bottom of the sleeve as well. And there's no puckers, no weird things. I'm a fan. Now I'm setting in the sleeves for the fashion fabric, and I've just got to say, if you have a lot of pins, use a lot of pins, it is worth it. Just to have it go in smoothly, and so far, I don't want to generate a Murphy-onic field, but this wasn't complete and utter crap. I got those stupid sleeves in, so my reward is making the pocket for my wand. Yep, it's gotta happen because of the style. So it fits pretty much perfectly the way I want it. Yeah, I went crazy with the clips, I know. So now I'm gonna take the time to fit the pattern into the front panel and pin the sucker down. So I'll be able to know that it's there and it's gonna fit in the pattern nicely. I like the way it fits. Yee! So I took the time and have sewn all the way around the edges, all the way around the neck, all along here, and all along the front. And I'll tell you, when you put it in, it looks very much wrong, but it does sit nicely. And then when you do the fold back here, it sits pretty. So I'm quite happy about that. Sorry for the strange lighting, but so far so good. The part I need to do now is I actually just need to flip this and then flip it again to essentially finish it. And then you'll see that it's on the nice end. So I'll actually have a nice seam along here. I have no idea how I would be expected to do this with a machine, so this is going to be all hand done. And the same thing with the sleeves. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some time to match up this seam with the seam of the lining. I just feel that if I were to do that, the sleeves is going to end up nicer. So what I need to do is I need to double fold this up and fold it like this and finish it just like the other side, and then it will be actually finished. But I have a feeling this part's going to take longer than I think it is. I have folded it up, pinned it, and done the whole edge like this all the way down, and now I'm gonna stitch it up. Apparently in the instructions I was supposed to just sew it together, but this just looks more finished to me. Maybe I'm being picky for nothing. Alright, I've pinned it back. Now I just need to fold it again and actually whip stitch it down. I'm just going to measure the top and the bottom to make sure both sides match, and I'm just going to go with it. I have done the fold back and made sure that the arms match. I'm a little embarrassed to say how long that took to do, the better part of the first Addams Family movie, but all I gotta do is tack this down. Let's just get this done. I've never been a fan of the overcast stitch on my machine, so I've actually just gone ahead and stitched along here. You can't actually see it very much in here, and I do that on purpose. I just don't like the way stitches look in a bigger pattern. I know, it's a weird thing, and it's my thing, but I like the way this looks so far. And I just need to, now that I've sewn it, I will bring out the iron again.